So our topic is data for smart home. Okay, if you remember, when we were discussing the domains of AI, we talked about three things. One was data, one was computer vision, and one was natural language processing. Okay, data is the most important thing. Both the things, computer vision also and natural language processing also, both need data. NLP needs data in the form of text, right now, in the form of audio. NLP needs data, then only it can work. Likewise, computer vision also needs data. Computer vision also needs data in the form of image or in the form of video. So data is very much important. Likewise, in your smart home, data will be needed. Okay, so when we talk about smart connected home, it is gaining popularity. So in earlier things we saw how smart buildings constitute a number of interconnected devices. Your fan, your light, everything is connected through a Wi-Fi system. So it is a connected home where every devices, every machines are interconnected. But how will these devices or machines work? Suppose you usually wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So at 5 a.m. You want light to start. Okay, your light to get switched on, and your night bulb should get switched off. So it should know when you usually wake up. So for that it will need data. Data when you go to sleep, and data of your time when you usually wake up. Okay, so these devices will collect a very large amount of data while they will operate. This data will be your daily activity when you usually go out of the home to the office. So that time will be fixed, and whenever you will move out of the home, they will switch off the light, switch off the fan, switch off the AC. And when it is time that you usually come from office at 5 p.m. in the evening, then before 5 p.m. they will do everything. They will start the AC, they will start the light, they will start the fan. So for that they need a very huge amount of data, every personal things that you do with your timing, so that they can work. So they will collect a very large amount of data while they will operate, and this data will help these smart homes to become smarter. Okay, for example, when smart homes will detect that you have woken up, they will give you a pre-programmed morning routine, that what you have to do today, what you have to do at that time. Everything will be planned. They will switch on the light when you will woke up. Okay, so for that they need data. Different things they will do, so many things are there. It will set the water of the shower at the optimum temperature that you usually like. Okay, it will also pick outfit for you, your cloth that you will like. Okay, suppose it is Sunday today, so AI based system will give you some Sunday like cloth. Okay, party wear. And when it is days of the work, Monday, Tuesday, AI based system will give you your official dresses. Okay, not casual ones. So these things they will do, and for that they need data. So they will collect huge amount of data about you. Okay, now when we talk about smart homes, so many homes will become smart in the coming future. So when all of the homes will become smart, then we can think of a smart city also. A smart city will be like a smart home. All the homes of the smart city will be connected. All the devices will be connected together through Wi-Fi systems or different systems. There will be sensors all over the city to track everything, to track traffic, so that when you come out of your home, you are having knowledge where you will be finding congestion in the traffic, where you will be finding free traffic, where you can move your vehicle very easily. So all of these options will be there in the smart city. So now smart city is also becoming a reality. We have so many smart cities all over the world. So a smart city is a new reality now. Okay, So what will be a smart city? A smart city will be a city with smart devices. Okay, smart homes. So a city with smart homes will be regarded as a smart city, and this smart city is becoming a reality. Now we are moving towards a smart city. Government of India also initiated a project called Smart City Project. So many cities from Bihar are also there. Unfortunately, Gaya didn't made for the smart city, but Patna, Muzaffarpur, Bhagalpur, these cities are there in the smart city list. So in future, government will try to make them smart city. So smart city is a city that uses smart technology to provide you services like information about traffic, weather report, pollution level. Okay, and in a smart city it will try to solve the problems of the city. For example, what are the problems of Gaya city? Can you tell me? What are the problems of Gaya city? As a whole city, what are the problems? Yes? Garbage. Yes, garbage is a big problem. Dumping of garbage, proper disposal of garbage is a big problem. Here in Gaya we don't have this much good system for that. Cities like Indore are one of the best cities for garbage disposal systems. So in a smart city we will be have a good garbage disposal system. There are some more problems of the city. Air pollution is also a very big problem. All over the world, Gaya comes at the 4th or 5th position. All over the world, Gaya comes at the 4th or 5th position in air pollution, and in ground or land pollution, or we can say garbage are everywhere. It is the last city in term of cleanness all over India. All over India, the last city which is so much dirty. So we can say the dirtiest city in India is Gaya city. So it is a very big problem for Gaya. So cities problems can be solved when we will make it a smart city. One more thing, in every smart city we will try to balance the ecology. In every smart city we will try to balance the ecology. Okay, so what will be a smart city? A smart city will be a city that will provide services, to the people, and one more thing, it will try to solve cities problems. It will try to solve the cities problem. And it will be eco-friendly city, means it will try to maintain the balance of ecology. Maintain the balance of ecology means it will be eco-friendly city. For example, Noida is becoming a smart city, totally eco-friendly. So many cities like New York, London, Barcelona, these are smart cities and they are totally trying to maintain the ecological balance. So the cities will be eco-friendly. Cities will be sustainable. Sustainable cities means those cities which will have the options that they will not pollute the environment, they will not increase the air pollution. So these cities will be sustainable. In future we will also be able to use these cities. Okay, and one more thing, these cities will be digital cities, means everything will be digitalized. So the main objective behind setting up a smart city is to reduce waste and improve the overall efficiency of the city by making it digitally efficient. The city will rely heavily on information and communication technology tools, means ICT tools like sensor, okay, cameras, drones everywhere. So these digital systems will make the city digital and this will help solve the problems of the city. And there will be IoT with it. Okay, the city will also be having IoT systems. IoT systems means Internet of Things. In Internet of Things, all the things which are there are interconnected through circuits, okay, through sensors or through Wi-Fi systems. So the cities will be having IoT facility also. So many things will be there. So the question comes, why are we creating these types of cities? So what is the need of developing smart cities. Why are we doing this? The central government is spending a very huge amount of money in creating smart cities. So why are we creating smart cities? What is the need of creating smart cities? Why are we doing this? The main aim of developing smart cities is to integrate technological innovation. Okay, whatever innovation is coming in the city, we have to integrate them, means connect, for example, connect Wi-Fi, connect sensors, connect mobile devices, all of these things together using AI based systems or IoT sensors or IoT circuits. Okay, so that we can deal with the infrastructure challenge, problems of infrastructure like road problem, okay, problems of infrastructure like power supply problem. We can solve social problems like we can solve mysteries like murder mysteries. There are cameras that can detect those people who came, suppose someone's murder happened, so there are cameras near. Those cameras are having CV facility, means computer vision, so they will check who was the person who came. So in this way we can solve the problems of the society. Economic challenges and ecological challenge, environment challenges will also be taken. Okay, so that we can have a healthy and comfortable life, and then we can take care of the environment. So the purpose of developing a smart city is to enhance the quality of life for the citizen. So the first purpose is enhancing the quality of life for the citizen. Okay, quality of life for the citizen means that we want to make the city pollution free. We want to make the city less traffic congestion, having less traffic congestion free. So this way we will enhance the quality of life for the citizens of the city. Okay, next we will try to increase the operational efficiency. Operational efficiency of buses which are running on the road, vehicles which are running on the road. We will make them more efficient. Okay, because these buses will have Google Maps with them, and these maps will tell where we will have traffic congestion, where we will have free, okay, roads. It will effectively manage the resources and the assets of the city. Effectively it will manage the resources like power supply, resources like water, resources like land. So these resources will be very properly managed because of AI systems. Okay, it will improve the quality of life for the people, for the urban people. Okay, it will improve the quality of government services. For example, one big thing that will happen with the introduction of smart devices or smart cities is that it will lead into less corruption. If you know that India is the you can say the it is in the last list of least corrupt countries, means one of the most corrupt countries in the world. There is always a report which comes from Transparency International. It is an agency which rates the countries based on the corruption level. It is having very high corruption. So government services are not being provided to the citizens because of corruption, but because of online systems now this corruption is getting less. For example, in colleges there was a problem that the seats were allotted on the basis of money. Now because of online systems these things are getting controlled, so directly the students will fill the form online. One more thing, it will help them to be at home and do all of these things. It will enhance the quality of life for them. They do not need to go out. Whenever they will come out, they will ride, they will travel, it will increase the congestion of traffic. So if they are able to do these things from their home, it will help in maintaining the traffic of the city. So most of the things if you can provide online or from their from the easiness of their home, then it will help tackle the problems like air pollution, problems like garbage dumping problems, and problems like huge population burden. So government services will be there, and that will help the citizens in take them, and it will take care of the welfare of the citizens. So welfare of the citizens will also be an important priority. Citizens welfare. Okay, now what are the features that we are going to get in smart cities? Okay, we just talk about those features. So one by one, based on person by person, based on the direction, travel conditions in the city, and what will be the impact of it on environment, we will talk about. First thing, in person, in smart cities, people will always be connected to the internet. Means everyone will be digital. So everyone's device, either your mobile phone, laptop, everything will be connected to the internet. So for that, either you will get cheap 4G connectivity, or you will get free Wi-Fi facility all over the city. The city will be totally connected to Wi-Fi systems. For example, Delhi is gearing up for free Wi-Fi, and there are so many cities all over the world which provide free Wi-Fi. So every person will be connected to the internet. Using internet, they will know what is happening around the world, what is happening nearby, and using that they can share their thoughts and opinions. So the citizen will also be smart. They will also be connected to the internet. Wherever you are going in smart cities, you always have directions helping you. Second thing will be direction. Google Maps, or they will provide their own maps in future, and these maps will help you in going where you have to go. Go right, go straight. You want to find that place, you want to find that library, that is school, you will be able to find it. Today also, using Google Maps, we are able to find those things very easily. Okay, so smart cities will have traveling benefits also. It can be a map in your phone, or it can be map in your laptop also. Okay, or some text on the wall that will tell you where to go. And on the pavements also, we will have the name of the road written. Here in India, we don't have these things. When if you will go to Delhi also, there also you will not see the name of the road written on the road. Okay, this facility is not there. But in cities like London, New York, and most of the European cities, you will see the names of the roads are written on the road by paint. Okay, or there are signs everywhere. Wherever you go, you will see signs. So these signs will help you. So there will be signs in the whole city. When we talk about travels, smart cities will have a very good ecosystem of shared transportation. Instead of two-wheeler or four-wheeler cars, we will have a very good transportation system of buses. For example, Barcelona in Europe, Spain, is a smart city, and in this smart city we have more number of buses, and most of the people travel using buses are available from every corner, and there is a shared bicycle service. So whenever you come out of your home, you can just use that bicycle. You can go to the bus station, you can catch the bus, and you can leave the cycle there. Any other person will use that cycle. So this way they are trying to maintain the ecological balance also. Less pollution. Okay, so there is an increase in the use of electric vehicles. One more thing, these buses will be totally based on electric. Okay, so less pollution, and motors, proportions, all of these things will be totally based on electric systems. So less pollution. So it will not generate greenhouse gases. It will reduce the greenhouse gases in the air and other emissions like carbon monoxide emissions. Next thing is conditions. The smart city will provide its residents up to date information about energy. What is the energy you are consuming? Daily you will get information about daily energy consumption that you are doing, and with a touch you can pay your energy bill also. This way you will be able to know how much electricity you are consuming, so that you can less them. So current energy prices, supply and demand of all the products which are available, which are not available, everything will be available, because all the things, either your shop nearby, malls, everything is connected. So if they update their software, if they update their product details, you will get the information. Oh, in this mall we have this computer. Okay, I want to buy that computer, so in this mall this computer is available. Other shops are not having this information. One more thing, the city will be totally based on best ecological system, so most of the houses will have solar panels. Okay, not only they will generate electricity for themselves, they will provide electricity to the nearby homes also. There are so many homes all over India also where they create electricity, generate electricity also, and they provide this to the nearby people also. Smart energy meters will be there so that they can manage the electricity in a better way. Now smart digital meters are getting enrolled in your city also, in Gaya also. In future, might be within 1 or 2 months, you will get smart digital meters. These are the things that the government is doing to make the Gaya city also smart for the future conditions. Okay, next thing will be environment. We usually talk about environment. Smart cities will be green cities. They will try to maintain the ecological balance, and these cities will promote the use of renewable energy. For example, battery operated vehicles. Okay, for example, those vehicles which generate less pollution, less harmful airs, okay, harmful gases. So efficient use of resources will be encouraged. We will try to have less waste, and we will try to take those steps to lessen the impact of the climate change. Okay, like a smart home, a smart city will also take data. Okay, smart city will also take data from you. Here data will be a problem because your home is your personal home, and if this home is taking data, then no problem. But when the data is being taken by someone from outside, it will be a problem. But a smart city will use data and technology to take decision, and for that it will need data from you also, so that it can improve the quality of life for you. So comprehensive data, real time data, at the same time where the car is, using GPS systems, it will try to know. Okay, so it will try to understand how demand patterns are altering and respond accordingly by providing faster and low cost solutions. Okay, so some of the key features that we are going to get in these smart cities are smart infrastructure. Smart infrastructure means everything will be connected to internet. Okay, smart street lighting system, the lights will automatically start at 8 p.m. when the other shops and other malls will switch off their light, the lights will automatically get start. Okay, smart parking system, where you can very easily park your car. You will know where the space is available to park the car from your mobile phone. Okay, all these streets will be connected together. Okay, using mapping system. Smart lighting system, smart parking, connected streets, connected people, a better environment, and in every locality there will be a garden. That is also one important part. In every locality there will be a garden, every locality there will be a school. That is also part of the smart city. Okay, a smart lighting system will also contain cameras. Okay, cameras that will have look on you, they will see you. Okay, light sensing photo cells that will sense the light. When other shops will switch off the light, it will automatically start, so it will sense the light also. And other sensors will be there, so that real time monitoring of the people will be conducted. Okay, sensors like sound sensors, if they are generating huge amount of sound pollution is going on, then it will alert the people. Okay, street lights will be connected through a Wi-Fi system directly. No one will be there managing manually them from a control room. Directly they will work. Okay, based on the traffic, suppose the cars have gone, it will automatically make the light red. Okay, so next car will come, will stop. If the cars are not following it, it will automatically take their number. Okay, car vehicle number, it will automatically send them the the fine that they have given. In cities like I think Mumbai, or in major cities like New York or London and different cities, the system is there. If you increase the speed, the camera is there, camera will take photo of your car number, it will automatically send you the fine. In Dubai also we have this system, it will automatically send you the fine. And in some cities like I think Dubai, it is there that they usually deduct the fine from your bank account also. So just increase the speed and your fine has been taken from your bank account based on CV, computer vision. It checks the car number, then searches who is the owner of the car and takes money from his account. So it will be very much a smart city. Buildings will be very smart. Okay, smart buildings will be there. The smart buildings will not be isolated buildings. Every building will be connected to each other building in the city. They are actually concatenation of structures, systems, technology. Every city's building will be connected. Every city's buildings Wi-Fi will be connected together. Okay, they will use a combination of technologies so that they can automate the building management. Every city's home will be connected together. So energy usage of every whole building, if you are living in an apartment building, then it will tell you the energy consumption of all the people of the apartment. Lighting, if ventilation is good or not. The buildings will be based on the latest technology, latest architectural design, so that they can consume less energy, less electricity. So they will be optimized so that we can minimize the energy cost. Solar panels will be there in the building design at the top. The whole infrastructure will be based on the solar panels. We have so many homes, I will show you in pictures also. So many homes, so many apartments are there in London and different cities which have solar panels. In the whole building we have solar panels. Okay, so replacing traditional materials, we will use different type of material that will decrease the internal temperature also, so that we do not need AC. Fire detection system will be there, and automatic extinguishing of the fire will be there in individual rooms of the building. Okay, these things we are having in hotels right now. Automatic fire extinguisher is there that will automatically send water whenever there is a problem of fire. Okay, utilities, then talk about utilities. Energy use and occupant comfort are very essential for any smart building to function well. Energy use means we need to see how much energy it is using, and comfort of the occupant means the person who is living in a building is facing any comfort or not, or is he facing any problem. So like internet, smart grids will be there. All the ACs, all the systems will be connected together. New technologies will be there that will work together, and it will try to monitor the energy consumption and management of the whole the devices. Data will be connected in real time, means at the same time, from line sensors, generators, and it will be communicated to a centralized system that will balance the power load. So if there is any problem, it will automatically solve the problem, no need of any manual control from you. Okay, so whenever there is an electricity outage, it will automatically manage. Okay, next thing will be transport. We have talked about transport will be very good. Okay, there will be less congestion on the road, and there will be less accident because we will be using autonomous cars, so there will be less accidents on the road because we will have intelligent transportation system. So many things will be there. A smart monitoring of traffic situation, it will automatically tell you when there is a bad traffic situation. Electronic toll system, fast tag system we have incorporated in highways also. Minimum impact on environment, less pollution by the vehicles, and improved traffic management. Next thing, most important, is the environment. Environment is very important for a smart city. Smart cities will be green cities that will help you achieve sustainable urbanization. It will use technology and data so that it will give you a healthy and green environment they will try to lessen the carbon dioxide emission. Okay, encourage use of renewable energy so that we can use them. Rooftop gardens will be there, that will also be an integral part of the building design, and it will try to provide you more oxygen and absorb the carbon dioxide. Okay, that is the last topic.